Hi there, this is Jesse with OEM Auto Parts Co. Today we'll be installing a Parrot Bluetooth module into a GMC Yukon. The parts of the Parrot Bluetooth module are the control module. You will need to put the button cell battery in this and mount this either on your steering wheel or on the dash with the double-sided tape pad provided. This is the main Parrot control box. You will be using this along with the GMT harness. You will have to connect this wire to accessory. I'll show you how to do so in a few minutes. This is the Parrot amplifier interface along with the interface harness. You may need to use this in some vehicles. This is the Parrot Bluetooth microphone. This is the Parrot audio interface cable. It comes with a 3.5mm plug for standard auxiliary input. Comes with a USB port. You can also charge items off this, and an iPod cable. The Parrot Bluetooth system also allows for wireless Bluetooth streaming. Now we will begin installing the Parrot system into a 2011 GMC Yukon. Now we will be removing the factory radio from a 2011 GMC Yukon with the Bose sound system. You want to start by prying off on the top of the bezel, working your way down along the side of the radios. There will be 4 clips along each side and 1 clip on the bottom. With the 7mm socket, you will want to remove the 8 bolts, 4 on each side of the radio. You want to start with the 2 bottom ones and remove the accessory tray. The next 2 up, remove the AC climate unit, and then the 4 to remove the radio. Now that we have all the bolts out, we're going to remove the accessory tray, remove the AC climate control, and remove the radio. Now we will be removing the connections from the back of the radio. You'll start by the antenna connection, pulling the black shroud around it, and it will pop out. The USB connection, on 2010 vehicles and up, most of them have them. You want to start by putting your panel key on the little metal tab and pulling it right out. The 2 other connections are just a little clip on top and they slide right out. This is the audio input interface cable. You're going to need to run this end from behind your dash. You can run this end to either your center console or your glove box. In this application, we're going to put this in the glove box. You'll want to pull the glove box down and push up on the glove box retention mechanism. The glove box will pop right down. You'll then want to feed this through into your glove box. You can just tuck that away in your glove box. This is the Bluetooth microphone. You'll need to run this end behind your dash, and you'll need to run the microphone up to behind the rearview mirror on the glass. You'll want to run the cable along the A-pillar either on the driver or passenger side. We're going to do it on the passenger side in this vehicle. You want to take your Bluetooth microphone and peel off the wax paper from the double-sided tape. You want to stick this behind the rearview mirror on the windshield. Once you have that done, you can tuck the wire in the headliner all the way over to the A-pillar. Once you get to the A-pillar, you need to pull the weather stripping down and then remove the side panel. It snaps right out. You'll want to set this aside for now. Once you have your wire ran over to the A-pillar, you can tuck it along the top of the A-pillar. And then down the length of the A-pillar as you're reapplying the weather seal. Once you have your wire ran down along the weather seal, you can stick it through the side panel, run it behind the glove box, out to behind your radio. This is the Parrot T-harness. The 2 female ends will be plugged into the factory harness of the radio. These 2 ends will then plug back into the factory radio. This end right here will plug into the Parrot amplifier module. You'll also need this cable here to connect the amplifier module to the Parrot Bluetooth box. It may be necessary to extend this 12-volt ignition wire. I've already done so. This 12-volt ignition wire will run down here behind the glove box and out to the passenger side panel. Now that we've extended the ignition wire and ran it out to the passenger side dash plate, we'll need to locate the 12-volt ignition wire and put a T-tap connection on that. Once you've ran your accessory wire to the passenger side panel here, you'll want to locate the 6-pin black connector. Push down on the tab and remove this from the distribution hub. You'll notice that 2 of the bays are occupied by dual brown wires. Any 4 of these brown wires will work. You'll need to attach a T-tap connector to any 4 of these brown wires. To attach a T-tap connector, you'll want to insert the wire into the little groove. Close it shut with your hand, then take a pair of pliers until it snaps. Once you have your T-tap on one of these 4 brown wires, you can go ahead and insert your accessory wire into this. You'll want to make sure that the metal pin goes into the T-tap and not above it or below it, otherwise the connection will not be made. Once you have your T-tap connection all set, you can plug this back into the connection bay and reattach the side panel. You will now need the Parrot Blue box, the amplifier interface, and the connection cable to connect these two. The smaller end of the connection cable goes into the amplifier interface. The larger end goes into the Parrot Blue box. Once you have this connected, you can connect the T-harness to the amplifier interface, connect the Bluetooth microphone to the Parrot Blue box and twist it to lock it. Then you can connect the iPod USB audio input jack. Once you have that done, you can tuck away the blue box and the audio amplifier interface. Now you're ready to reinstall the radio. You can now go ahead and reinstall the factory radio. This is not a navigation unit, so it only has power and speaker connectors. Power and speaker. If you have a navigation unit, you may have power, speaker, if your vehicle is equipped with rear entertainment, and then also a vehicle speed sensor. You'll also need to plug the AM/FM antenna in. If you have a navigation unit, you may also need to plug a GPS antenna and an XM radio antenna in. You want to tuck the wires away and then reinstall the radio. Once you've reinstalled the radio, you want to continue reinstalling the climate control, the cigarette lighter accessory tray, and then snap the dash bezel back on. We will now be installing the Parrot wireless control module. There's 2 methods for installation. You can use a steering wheel strap, or which we'll be doing in this case, using a double-sided tape mounting bracket. You want to remove the wax paper and attach it where you like. You'll have to wait 2 hours for the double-sided tape to stick. Once you waited 2 hours for proper adhesion of the double-sided tape pad, you can install the Parrot Bluetooth wireless control module. Once you have your Bluetooth phone paired to the Parrot using the security code 0000, you want to test out to make sure everything's working properly. To use a voice command call, press the green button and say the name of the person you'd like to call.
Who do you want to call?
OEM Auto Parts Co.
OEM Auto Parts Co. General. Call in progress.
Good morning, OEM Auto Parts. How can I help you?
Hi, this is Jesse. We're just testing out the Parrot module in the other bay. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. Can you hear us loud and clear?
Loud and clear.
Thank you. You have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Yep, bye. You can also access the phone book by pressing the
Phone
center
book.
button, pressing it one more time,
A,
and selecting
B,
the alphabet that you'd like
C,
to search into.
D, E,